We're not done. We're not done.
Nexxlegacy.
And when I say that, y'all heard Gloria just a little while ago, and you heard this track right here, Silly Love, and you are on the line right now listening to my man, Mr. David Banks of the iconic group Enchantment. David, what's good, bro?
Hey, all right, everything is fine. Thank you for that introduction, my brother.
Hey, you know how we do, man. We got to make sure we pay our respects to the people that's paved the way for careers on in, and you are most def a part of that whole calculation as far as what we do. I mean, inspired music and things that you've done. Trust me, it's up there. You and Miss Danielle Spencer definitely are people that I look up to. So how you doing, bro? How you doing?
I'm doing all right, my brother. Just sitting here checking out the program. I just heard Danielle not too long ago. That was a very interesting program, and I'm a big fan of what's happening back in the day and what's happening now. Oh, so that was a beautiful interview, man.
I appreciate it.
Great shout out, man, with the book and stuff. I'm gonna check that out myself.
There you go. That's what I like, man. So, man, I mean, what have you been up to in general with music? I mean, let the listeners know, because to me, I mean, let me just say this: the group Enchantment, and I know a lot of people, best known for the hits like Gloria and It's You That I Need. But at the same time, I mean, the hits that you guys have had with soul and R&B is up there with a lot of all-time great groups and stuff like that. So I definitely got to make sure the young people know this, to make sure they check their history, and also the people that do appreciate you and the group and the accomplishments that you guys have had need to have that put out there on air so people can be able to hear, because you guys have done a lot in this business.
Well, thank you. Well, Enchantment started a long time ago, back in the 60s, like 68, coming off the civil rights movement. I'm going to go back that far, 68. And from that point on, we started, we were singing in high school, Persian High School here in Detroit, Michigan. Let me mention a few other acts that were in the school with us at the time. It was Mr. Lenny Mays that sung with the Dramatics. We had Larry Cunningham from the Floaters back in the day also.
Mm-hmm.
But we got into our craft coming off the Motown era, So everybody was trying to sing, so we took it up ourselves, So from that point on, we started singing, and we won talent shows here in Detroit. We had a particular talent show here called the WCHB Talent Contest, which was sponsored by a radio station here. And as a matter of fact, during that time, the Jackson 5 was coming out, and many people didn't know who the Jackson 5 were.
Mm-hmm.
David Rupp just coming out the Temptations, so he had his solo career going on. And from that point on, we won the WCHB Talent Contest, and we kept working at it, and the Dramatics were over there with this company we were with, Dramatics,
right.
Jones Girls. This is before anybody had records out,
Mm-hmm.
So Dramatics came out with this stuff, and then the Jones Girls and us and a number of other acts, But it took a little while for Enchantment to come out. We didn't come out until like 1976 with Gloria, and then
right.
the industry was changing again, going into the disco era. And Gloria became a hit during the disco time, a ballad. So it was kind of a shaky thing, How did a ballad come out during the disco era? But
right.
did.
How, what, real quick, how was that trying? I mean, because you did something, because to me, Gloria is something that I know people will still play to this day, and it still has an impact, and it will always have an impact. But like you said, and to me, that was crucial, especially listening to Enchantment music, because you were competing with not just that Motown sound and the Jacksons back then, but you was also competing with that new age, that disco age, and it was just a little bit looser compared to, a strong ballad like Gloria winning, and you won despite that. So how did that feel, just to hear people say, like, Gloria is the truth, And we could do
Yeah,
away with disco, well, for now, but we got Gloria in our speakers right now.
exactly. Well, I think yeah, it was a big transition, you know, because like it was a lot to compete with that disco era, man.
Right.
And Gloria came out, and it was like, man, what is this song? And you know, we had put some other stuff out before Gloria came out. We had a song out called "Call Me," which that song is on YouTube now. You know, if people never heard it, it's a song called "Call Me," and we had we went to the what they call the black movies back then. We did a soundtrack for a movie called Johnny Tough, you know, and Call Me didn't make it. It made some noise, but Gloria was the one that put us on the map.
Right.
You know? So it was great, man, because we were kind of shocked behind it. But then after that, we came back out with Sunshine, which is the answer. It was like the answer to Gloria, because Gloria, if you listen to the lyrics, you know, it was a love song, and Gloria and EJ, well, the person that EJ wrote the song. EJ is the lead singer in our group.
Right.
They broke up. Then Sunshine was the answer to Gloria because he saw her later on, and she had started. You know, they went to different relationships, but he still felt this feeling for Gloria, and he seen her, and it was like, wow, I'm glad to see you doing fine. But she went on with her relationship. It's a heavy song, man.
Right. Yeah, and it's. I mean, anybody that listens to Gloria still, like I said, I led off the show with it tonight, and like I said, I was barely around back in the day, but of course, to me, the meaningful things is if Enchantment and many other groups was growing up, you hear it in your household as you're a child, you begin to appreciate the music that you heard. And you will always be able to not just keep those memories when you did hear it, but will continue to listen to it to this day. So, you know, that's the power of music, and people tend to forget that, right? Let me ask you this. When it comes to that, the power of music in itself, like we tend to gravitate, and we tend to go more towards I guess we go backwards just for the simple fact that we do have so many memories attached to certain songs. Why is it that we don't have that we don't have that nowadays? To be honest, it's just we lost that.
Well, you know, I'm curious about that myself because I just feel like the world, we need more love now, man. You constantly look at the news and you see what's going on with things today and these children, man. I just don't understand it myself as we speak about this, but you can never go wrong with love, you know. So that's why we practice and we try to write about love and things that matter to us, people that matters to us, you know, that pass, people that as we go along, you know, they pass on. You never forget that.
Right.
But now it seems like people or things are so evil in the world today, man. It just doesn't make sense. But you could never forget a loved one.
And not only that, David, like genuine love too. When you have genuine love and good, genuine music, I mean, is that not a greater combination though? That is the best kind of vibe you will ever have.
That's a wonderful thing, man. It is. Yes, it is.
And that's why so many of your songs is attached to those particular moments.
Yes.
And that's why people will never be. You know how certain people say, you know, when especially in football, like you win a championship or you win this coming up Super Bowl or whatnot, and that championship win that you shared as a team, no one will ever be able to take it away from you because of the moment, the way, the hard work and that effort that was put to it, and the fact that it was done as a group. That's how it is with songwriters, right? With you guys.
That's correct. It's the chemistry. It's chemistry, man.
Yep.
Right. When you got everybody on the same page and they're moving towards a movement together, you can't beat that. You can't beat that. Right. I like to say we had one of our songs done last year by Mr. Anthony David. I think you remember the song Forevermore?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that was one of our songs. The lyrics are different, but the music is this, it's our music, it's our song. And so when I heard that song, and a lot of people use it for their wedding, as their wedding vows or whatever, I was very impressed upon that, and I looked at his video and stuff, and it meant a lot to see two people coming together like that and giving the vows together,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That was real unique to me. Yeah.
Yeah, Forevermore is a heavy song, and we're gonna play that, of course, a little bit later on as well. But it's so many songs when it comes to marriage, the sanctity of it, and how many
right.
you hear a lot of people they'll play like the Forevermore, like you're talking about. They'll play Stevie Wonder's You and I. They'll play one of my all-time favorites, Teddy Pendergrass' Latest Greatest Inspiration. They'll play so many songs like that because the only time you're going to be able to capture a musical moment in a lifetime of memories is in those songs, and they carry a heavy emotional type of vibe when it's done. So it's music is powerful, man. People tend to forget.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Yes, it is. Yeah. So
we got David Banks of the iconic group Enchantment on Branded After Dark, and so many people ask me too, what is Enchantment up to now? What are you guys up to now in 2012?
Right now we're as a matter of fact, as we speak, we're starting our tour this year as New York, February the 11th, the 70 Soul Jam with the Stylistics, Dennis Edwards, Dale Phonics, and Cuba Gooding.
Okay.
At the Beacon Theater, and we've been working on some new product that's coming out this year. We're working on the Enchantment live version of the songs that we've done.
Mm-hmm.
So fans could be looking out for that, So we never stop. We never stop working. We've just been working around here and working on some other things. Just trying to get it right, with the right companies. With the right company, or as you see now, the industry has changed, so people are doing a lot of stuff independently.
Right.
And, on YouTube, and you could get it from our website or something like that. So
How has the transition been because of what you just said? Everything is digitalized from YouTube to iTunes to Amazon and the whole deal, and and everything used to be back in the day, let's 8-track and tapes, and now it's that whole transition it's kind of crazy. So how's that transition been for you guys though?
Well, the transition is a good transition because you could do it independently now, and this Facebook and YouTube and all that stuff is so big, man. You don't have to really wait to promote the album. We used to have to wait and have the promoters, the people from the record company, go out and promote it like that. But YouTube is so big, we could just put it on YouTube, or programs like your program, for instance. I call in and you on this internet radio, man, and it's just so widely spread it. We put it out word of mouth, and they could follow, just go up onto our email or website and pick it up from there. So it's a great thing. It's a good thing.
It's easy. It's easy to be able to reach, and I always tell people this too. At the same time, even though it's easy for you to touch, feel, the whole nine, it's even better when you put a personal thank you attached to it as well. And you not only doing that for calling into the show, and of course you're going to call in many, many more times, but just to be able to hang out and let your fan base listen to exactly what you got going on and how you feel about music. That thing right there that I just said, not too many people do nowadays. Even though it's easy for everybody to get, the personal thank yous is few and far between.
Yes. And I have a lot of friends as we speak. I want to give a shout out to Candace from the Mary Jane Girls, also to Kevin Gray, which is one of your buddies. These are good people. They keep the audience in touch with us. If it weren't for people like you and them, we just pass the baton because radio has changed so much.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You know, I'm telling you, man, it's constantly changing every day. But these personal touches with shows like yours, you know, and people reaching out and touching and people listening, the listeners on Facebook and all these other programs, man, if you weren't around, I don't know what would be happening now, but you guys are keeping us alive, you know. Yes, you
Man,
are.
and let me tell you this, you say that, and I humbly appreciate it, but it's the contributions that you've made and continue to make is what's keeping us alive, as far as, you know, the people that really and truly appreciate the art form of not just music, but by having Danielle on here too, the acting and everything that's associated with passion as far as what you do. And it's just like I told Danielle, like, if you don't love what you do, whew, it's gonna be a long road. It's gonna be a long road.
That's true, because it's a lot of lows as well as highs. Yes, they
Absolutely.
are. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. So you said website. So does Enchantment, the group, have a website that people can be able to bookmark and keep for their own personal pleasure?
Well, let me say it like this. We have a lot of stuff on YouTube.
Okay.
I'll direct you directly to one. The first thing, we have a thing on. If you go on YouTube, you could go to This Is Enchantment. Just put those words in, and it'll give you an introduction on the group. You can see all the group members. It gives a little portion of our live shows and per se and all of that stuff. And then from there, you can see all our videos and everything like that. Now, personally, you want to get in touch with me, you can go on Facebook. All you have to do is put David Banks /Enchantment, and you could get in contact with me, and I will answer you back, you know.
There you go.
And I'll give you some more information from there, things that we have coming up per se and all of that. But you can talk with me also on this Facebook page. I will answer you back, and the members, you know, I'll give you some more insight or more information after that, where we'll be at or what we have going on, you know.
There you go. So that means all you guys and you screaming ladies, y'all can go ahead and make sure you hit up Facebook and hit up my man David Banks, ASAP.
Yeah. I put the other guys on you too.
No doubt. And that, before we get ready to let you go, let me also thank you. I mean, to me, when I have shows like this, man, I mean, I tend to get, you know, of course, you know, I try to keep it way business and do what I do because I love what I do. But this is real emotional for me too, man, because like I said earlier, people like me, and I know there's a lot of people out there as far as the fan base, when it comes to having Danielle Spencer on and having yourself, Mr. Banks, it's big because I grew up appreciating y'all, like, through life, through all the good times and the awful times that I've had in my lifetime. I've always kept the motivation of music that you guys have given me, the acting talent that Danielle has given me, and that passion that you guys had to be able to give us timeless music has put my appreciation level way up there, and I can't say no more than enough than just thank you.
Yeah, well, thank you. And you know, as you say that, I run into a lot of fans and stuff, and you know, I talk with them personal, and they said, and when I see them, and they say, my mother used to play that song when I was little, and I'll be looking like, wow, man, it's been that long, you know. And we've been together 44 years.
Right.
I mean, and after I think about it, I mean, I look, man, and 44 years, man, it don't seem like a long time, and it's fast, you know?
Yep.
That's a heck of a statement, man, and thank you for that, man. We really appreciate it. We appreciate our fans, the young and the new, and hopefully we'll be around a long time, a very long time.
Oh, man, come on, David. You're going to be around another 44 more years, and we're going to still be right here on Branded After Dark talking about music.
Okay, all right. I hope so, man.
Trust me,
Yeah.
trust me. But man, David Banks, I appreciate you for calling in, and don't forget, do not be a stranger to the show. This is your home now, and I'm telling you, we are going to make sure that we continue to push your legacy that you've given, and we're gonna always do that. That's what we do here.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Brandon. And
No problem.
thank audience, and I'd like to give a shout out to my son Mario, my cousin Nicole down there in Houston, Texas, Linda Taylor, Shirley Austin, the Manhattans, Sam, all you people in New York, wherever you are, I love you. See you soon. Kevin, thanks a lot, Kevin.
All right, KG, definitely appreciate Kevin Gray. And I appreciate you once again. And let the other group members know that, you know, this whole Nexxlegacy movement that we got right here on this station is the home for Enchantment music, period. That's hands down.
That's right, because we're love struck over you.
I love it, man. Appreciate the love, David. Don't be a stranger.
Sure, you're right, my brother. Thank you.
All right,
Thank
you.
All
right. That is David Banks of the iconic group Enchantment
Nexxlegacy.